More than 4,000 people were on hand in New York City last weekend for the 10th annual CMJ Music Marathon, an alternative music blowout sponsored by College Music Journal magazine, which featured 45 panel discussions and performances by 250 bands. The themes this year included how to resolve the apparent contradiction of trying to make big-time money off alternative music and, of course, censorship. Keynote speakers included rapper KRS-One of Boogie Down Productions, performance artist Eric Bogosian, and the one and only Lemmy of Motorhead. Our man Tim Summer was on hand too, and here's his report.
This year we came to the CMJ Music Marathon, and what did we find? Some talk about censorship, some talk about capitalism, and a lot of chain smoking. The annual CMJ Music Marathon, sponsored by College Music Journal, a radio tip sheet specializing in alternative music, is a convention where the left-of-center side of the industry sells its wares and asserts its commercial viability via a week of panels, concerts, and display booths.
I hate to use the yuppie-ish term, but it's like the music networking scene, you know, and that's really what goes on here. People meet, talk shop, you know, radio, music.
I don't believe in conventions as such. I think if you have a convention, it defies the original premise of the music anyway. You know, I mean, you can't have a rock and roll convention. The thing is like an opposite, you know.
Come on, this is capitalism at its best.
Oh yes, definitely. But the only way to defeat your enemy is to eat with them, talk with them, sleep with them, walk with them, and when you're right next to him, cut his throat.
I want to know what you hope to get out of this event, what your impression of this event in general is.
Huh?
Censorship continues to be one of the music industry's main concerns, and the convention's keynote addresses were delivered by two performers with strong opinions on the subject, Eric Bogosian and KRS-One's Chris Parker. The gist of both addresses was surprising. Artists who make irresponsible statements may be constitutionally protected, but they don't deserve our support.
Most people might think that they can make records and hide behind the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, that too is a blatant misconception. With freedom of speech comes responsibility. If you do not have the responsibility, then the public should deny your free speech.
And finally, on a less serious note, we noticed that Beam and Tobacco was a big part of the convention scene. Like, how many packs of cigarettes do you go through doing an event like this?
We've gone through, the smokes are the only thing that keep you going, and